Hi, I'm Jennifer from New Jersey.
Hi, I'm Gianna from New Jersey.
Gianna was diagnosed with osteosarcoma in September 2019. It was unexpected. Never complained, never cried of any sort. She just had a limp the first week she started school. And I took her to the ER just to be sure that it wasn't anything, any hairline fracture. I mean, that's what I thought that it could be. And long behold, it was a tumor that was in her right femur. I can't do this. Wait, just give me a second.
You're good, Mama. Good.
Because I'm going to be all over the place.
Okay, Mama.
Never did I think that it would be cancer. I never even heard of osteosarcoma in a medical terminology. So she said it. We think your daughter has cancer. So from there, they admitted her. She got an MRI done. The doctors came in and they sent us over to Philadelphia Children's Hospital. She got an MRI, not MRI, biopsy. From the biopsy, October 10th, she started chemo. And that's when our life changed. I asked her, like, what's going on? Like, what do you want to talk about? And she said, why are you crying so much? Like, is it something that I did? No. She said, is it something that I did? In other words, like, did I fall too hard? Was I playing too rough? No. No. Oh. I can't. With her type of cancer, she was given 3 options. It was a full amputation from the thigh down, and a metal rod in her leg to, like, pretty much save her leg, more for cosmetic reasons, I would assume, and the Rotationplasty. When we went to her surgeon, he gave us our 3 options. We took it, of course we didn't have to make a decision right then and there. We went home, we looked at videos, and we just left it at that. A week later, we were laying in bed. We had just came home from treatment, and her brothers came home, and she sat them down and said, I need to talk to you. I didn't know what she was going to say. I didn't know what was going to come out her mouth. And they asked her, like, what do you want to talk about? And she said, well, I told you guys that I may have to get surgery, and I'm going to get it. They asked her, okay, well, what kind of surgery are you getting? And she said, I have to get my leg chopped off, but it's not just a regular cut. It's special. It's called Rotationplasty. And she explained it vividly. She explained them. She told them that it will be cut from her thigh to the middle of her calf, and they were going to take the bottom portion of her leg and turn it around and reattach it. That way her ankle and her heel can now become her new knee. With this surgery, she's able to be a regular kid. It's a one and done, as long as everything goes right, and which it did when she got her surgery. They sent her the part that they took out, they sent it to pathology, and it came back the tumor came back 95% necrosis and negative on both ends, which means that they didn't leave any tumor in her body, and obviously the tumor was completely dead. She wasn't able to get her leg at the time that she should have, so we waited a while, and now we're at a point where she's gotten so comfortable without a prosthetic that and she's gotten so used to being free in her own way that now with the prosthetic, it really hit her and reminded her of all that she's been through and how different she is now. So we're working on it. We're working on making her comfortable and getting her to walk with her prosthetic. So really we're on her time. Being a mother of 4 was hard, to be in the hospital for weeks at a time, sometimes even a month, having kids that went to school and needed to go to school, obviously, to learn. And, at some point, remote learning wasn't an option for us. Them having to fend for themselves, having to cook dinner, wake themselves up, going to school. It was hard. It was an emotional impact on everyone. Not having the support that we needed was hard. I think that's what hurted me the most, because with her spirit, she was good. She was so energetic. She always made sure that I was happy, and she reassured that everything was going to be okay. But on the flip side, I had children. I had other kids. I had 3 other children at home that I couldn't take care of, that I couldn't be a mom to. My oldest son was his last year, and he couldn't do the things that any senior wanted to do. A lot of his stuff had to be held back. Him wanting to be more independent, he couldn't, because he had to be their second parent. So he wasn't able to work. He wasn't able to get the things that he wanted or the things that he needed, because the extra money that he saved for a car was what he needed to buy food, or his brothers needed to go on a trip and I wasn't home. He had to be the one to be their provider. So it wasn't easy. That's why FAM, was a great support, because they helped our family a lot. Would sit on the phone and would fall asleep on FaceTime just to let her know that they're still with her. And just so I could have a peace of mind, just knowing that my voice was okay. You're so strong. You okay now, right? I love you.
I love you too, Mama.
If you found out your kid had cancer, don't be shy. Don't close yourself. Open up. Seek help. Seek fam. But seriously, do your research and make sure that your kid is getting the best help that they can get. And the last question that I've always asked the doctor is, if this was your child, what would you do? I'm Jennifer. You can call me Jersey Jen or Gigi's mom.
And I'm Gianna, but you can call me Gigi.
And together we're fighting all monsters. Woo!